guys, back for part 3 to finish. We're on number 25, so 6 more. All right, which of the following is not a trigonomic equation that is in linear form? Linear just means like one equation to solve. So A, B, and C are. D is not because you would have to multiply sine times cosine. So you're going to get some kind of squared in there. So let's put multiple choice for number 25, number 26. All right, suppose cosine alpha is negative 5/13 and alpha is in between pi halves and pi. So that's quadrant 2. Determine the value of cosine half angle. So first we got to find out where the half angle is, dividing everything by 2. So I got pi over 4 and pi halves. So pi halves is right here, pi over 4 is right here. So the half angle is somewhere in there. That's quadrant 1. So terminal side of the half angle lies in quadrant 1. Everything is positive in quadrant 1. So let me take a look at my formula sheet. The cosine function is 1 plus cosine alpha divided by 2. So the first one. Yes. Okay, so now we got to find, oh, we already know what cosine of alpha is. So we just plug it in, make sure we plug it into the right one. 1 plus blank over 2. So 1 plus negative 5/13. If they would have given us a sine or a tangent, we would have had to draw the triangle to find cosine. But because they gave us cosine, we could just plug it in. And I think that's everything. 26. 27. One or more of the equations below represent valid double angle formulas. Drag all the equations that do. So just use your formula sheet for this. Sine double angle is 2 times sine times cosine. So that's this one. That one's good. None of the rest of them are correct. This equals cosine. This equals tangent. This is cosine. That's cosine. It's tangent. So just that one's the only one that works. Choose and complete the correct formula by typing the correct value for the trigonometric expression. So it says that it's in quadrant 3 such that sine is negative 7/5. So we already know what sine is, so let's draw it so we can find out what cosine is. So this is our angle, and sine is opposite over 25. So this one is also negative. So 25 squared minus 49 is 576. So 576 is 24. So this at the top is negative 24. So sine of the double angle is 2 times sine, which is negative 7/25, times cosine, which is negative 24/25. So find the correct one to plug in. This one. So negative 7/25, negative 24/25. And that value is 7 times 24 times 2 is 336 over 25 times 25, which is 625. I'm not sure if that can be simplified. My calculator real quick just to save time. Nope. So that's your answer. 336 divided by 625. Whoops. Number 28. Okay, so another one. So these are tangent equals tangent is equal to 2 tangent 1 minus tangent squared. So that's just this one. Tangent and sine just have one each. Cosine has 3 different ones. So same thing. It's in quadrant 3. And sine is -4/5. So I'm pretty sure it's 3. 25 minus 16 is 9, -3. But we really just need to know tangent. So tangent to theta is 2 times tangent would be -4 over -3, which is just +4/3 over 1 minus 4/3 squared. So we're going to plug that into C. Nope. E. Because it's 2 times that. Yep. 2 times 4/3 and 4/3. Okay, do they want the final answer of the model? No? Okay, I guess we don't even have to finish. That was that. That was easy. Okay. 29. These are one of the ones y'all hate. Sine x plus cosine x over cosine x minus sine x plus cosine x over sine x. So for these to work, we have to have a common denominator. So sorry, just trying to straighten that out. So what you should be doing first hang on, I'm looking to add it to see. Actually, they didn't do a common denominator. They broke them up. So this and this. So we would have sine x over cosine x plus cosine x over cosine x, which is just 1, minus sine x over sine x, which is 1. Do they distribute the negative? Yeah, minus cosine x over sine x. So what I basically did was I broke these fractions up, but these both became 1. So it basically would be B or C. So we gotta look at the one that lines up. So sine x over cosine x plus 1 minus 1 minus cosine. Yeah, should be this one, because then sine over cosine is tangent x. 1 minus 1 is 0, and cosine minus sine is minus cotangent x, which is what we're left with. So our answer there is B. Hope that makes sense. Okay, question number 30. Okay, approximate the solution. So when does tangent theta equal -7? So this would be in your calculator. Okay, so tangent is negative here and here. But remember when we do tangent inverse, tangent is defined right here in the second half. So the angle the calculator gives us is this one, and it's negative 1.4289. But if you notice, they want our answers between 0 and 2 pi. So it's the positive versions. So, but this is the same thing as the reference angle, which would be over here, just the positive version. If that makes sense. But I don't need to know the one in the first quadrant. I need to know the one in the second and in the fourth, and the positive versions of it. So this one I'm going to do pi minus the reference angle, and this one is going to be 2 pi minus the reference angle, which is just the positive version of this. So in my calculator, I'm going to do pi minus 1.428, and I got 1.7127, and then 2 pi minus 1.4289, and I got 4.8543. And I hope that's okay because I rounded them. Let me do it without rounding and see what I get. $1.7127. Yep, still the same. Okay, so I'm guessing it's good. Okay, let me type them in. So this is, and again, make sure your calculators are in radians for these. 4.8543. And then last one, 31. I'm going to turn this and try to just fit it right here so I don't have to waste a piece of paper for this last one. Okay, 31. Okay, so we have cosecant of u, sine of u, minus sine squared of u. How can we get cosine squared? Well, I would rewrite everything in terms of sine and cosine first. So cosecant is the same thing as 1 over sine of u times sine of u minus sine squared u. So then these cancel out and become 1 minus sine squared u. And then by Pythagorean theorem, that's cosine squared u. So we just got to pick the one that matches that. So automatically it's either C or D because they go to the 1 over sine u. And then it should cancel and become 1 minus sine u. Okay, so it looks really similar, but if you notice C has a secant squared u right here. We need a sine squared u. So our answer is D. That one little thing. Don't let it trip you up. Okay, and that's everything. So let's submit this test. And we got a couple wrong, so let's go through and see what we did so I can make sure I didn't tell y'all something wrong. So I must have just clicked the wrong, I put it in the wrong one for that one. That was my mistake. 12, we got completely wrong. answered 5 pi over 6 instead of 11 pi over 6. I'll go back and look at it. Oh, sure enough, that was just my mistake. We're in quadrant 3, so it's not 5. It's supposed to be a 7. So simple mistake there. Cost me 3 points. Number 13. What did we put right here? I answered, oh, I didn't keep my negative. So another little simple mistake. And finally, 21. There was no solution to this one? Or is it saying that's what I answered? Oh, I must have accidentally clicked there's no solution because clearly I typed it in. I don't know. I answered it down here, but I must have just clicked there's no solution for that. And I think number 5 was the one I had starred to say go back and check. Yeah. You remember the plus or minus thing? Because we solved using the square root, and so I said they needed one in all 4 quadrants. That one is correct because we got it right, and I had put in all 4 answers. So there you go. I hope this helps. Good luck, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.